The small KORYSER wandered through the forest.
His curiosity had gotten the best of him. While his parents were hunting, he had wandered outside, and alas, he was lost, alone, hungry, and barely a year old. He walked in hope of finding his parents again. He had walked for quite a while now. It was starting to sink in that he was really lost. He didn't recognize the area at all. His luck worsened as it started to snow. He was without shelter and freezing cold. He smelled meat. Stomach rumbling, he followed the scent. He reached a clearing with the meat, but another creature was there. He was wary when he took a bite. Arsenos were known for their hostility. The Arsenos let him take a bite. As soon as he was done, the Arsenos roared. He was clearly not welcome here. Luckily, the KORYSER found shelter in a nearby cave. He settled there until the snow has stopped, not particularly enjoying the cramped space. However, it was better than freezing to death. Finally, the snow had stopped, but another threat was approaching. He could hear the wind howl in his ears as a tornado was sweeping across the land. Fear struck his heart as he noticed the twister coming closer and closer. He saw an Arsenos running in the same direction. He was unsure if it was chasing him or also running for his dear life, but he wasn't taking any chances. Phew, turns out the Arsenos wasn't chasing him after all. He ran into the forest, the tornado driving him forward. He was in a tough spot. The river was too cold to cross, so he needed to find another way to get to the desert. Up ahead, he spotted a bridge like crossing over the river. He crossed the bridge. Night had fallen. It felt unnatural for the sand to stream underneath his feet, but as long as it was an escape, he was fine with it. He saw an abundance of creatures. He was surprised. He stopped to eat some meat. He saw another KORYSER come into view, and recognized who it was. Dad. Suddenly, they were both swept into the tornado. The young KORYSER panicked, scrabbling at the walls to escape. The tornado ejected him without any harm, but his dad was nowhere to be found. During the process, he was maturing into a teen KORYSER. Although he was much stronger, his heart still ached, not knowing whether his dad was alright or not. He was wary as he took bites from the meat. He noticed a slyer, but another creature caught his attention. It was a Kendall, a large, carnivorous creature who was known for its fierce bite, has started to walk away, not wanting to risk being its next meal. It approached him, standing right over him. He could see the gleam in its eyes as it was debating to attack or not. He didn't want to get an awful wound, so he made Soretta run away from the desert. Tired, the KORYSER lay down near a river, dozing off. He woke up a couple of hours later. He walked on. His main mission now was to find his parents and a home to live in. He wandered around the forest, his stomach starting to growl again. He searched for a carcass in order to fill his stomach so he could travel longer. In the distance, he spotted a small hunk of meat. It was old, but it would have to do. He grumbled as the snow broke in just as the sunlight warmed his pelt. He had forgotten what it felt like to not be cold. Nevertheless, he continued his journey to find a home, and possibly, his dad. He wandered onto the moor again. It was hard to see in the flurry of snow, but it seemed like it was suitable for temporary shelter. Once he was done climbing up the hill, he observed the area. He roared, trying to assert his dominance in the area for any other creature. He noticed in Arsenos, seeing many not attacking him, he assumed it was okay to stay with it. He was proven wrong when it started to growl. It gave chase, seeing the teen KORYSER as an asymmeal. It shot a stream of fire, causing the KORYSER to yell in pain. He continued to run, already being driven out of his territory he had just claimed. His wound stung, but he kept running. He was starting to lose his breath, and he hoped the Arsenos would give up soon. By this point, he was an adult KORYSER, but he kept running, knowing he was too weak to fight in Arsenos. Due to the intense chase, he was hungry, but he didn't want to risk running into any predators. He sniffed the air to find some meat away from the oasis waterfall. Another small piece of meat, but it weighs better than nothing. As he walked back to the forest, he gained a newfound determination to claim his territory again. Even though he knew he couldn't kill an Arsenos, he could pack a punch. He ran back, heading towards the moor once again. He climbed back on the hill, sniffing the air, yet he didn't pick up the Arsenos scent. He ran about, trying to catch sight of the Arsenos, but he didn't see anything. He roared, as in to challenge the Arsenos into coming out, but there was no response. He decided to set up his nest while he waited for familiar arsenos to arrive. It was springtime now, still no sign. The KORYSER was starting to gain hope that maybe, just maybe, the arsenos had abandoned his territory for him to reclaim. Suddenly, he spotted an arsenos. He ran down the path, getting ready to tackle it, then realized that it wasn't the arsenos he was looking for. In fact, the baby arsenos seemed very scared of him. Yet, when he sniffed the air, he still could smell another arsenos. Was it an illusion? Was it his imagination? He did not know. He kept sniffing the air, but the arsenos was nowhere to be seen. He had taken a nap and started to wake up. Although the rain still poured, he was enjoying the freedom in the moor. There was little to none creatures that could kill him. Alas, it seemed that the arsenos was gone. He was old now, and he realized this was the home he was looking for. He roared to claim his home as his territory.